Welcome to the presentation where we're going to make your moire go away just like that. Yes, in this presentation I'm going to show you two techniques, one that's simple and easy and one that's complex and difficult. Yet the complex and difficult technique will deliver superior results. Now follow along with me as I make the moire go away. Now we of course all know that a moire is caused by the interaction between the CCD array in your camera and the pattern or textures found in your photograph. Now you know. Let's get started. Moving over here to my tool palette, I'm going to double click on my hand tool to reveal the entire image. Now let's discuss the easy technique. I'm going to select a paintbrush. I'm glancing up here to notice that I have a hard-edged paintbrush, and in this case, with a diameter of 60 pixels. Now here comes the secret. Watch carefully. I'm adjusting the mode of this brush to color. That means when I paint with it, it will only change the color of the pixels and not the pixels themselves. Intrigued? Let's continue. I'm going to hold down my Option or Alt key at this time and sample a color of the shirt, just like that. Do you notice the color has appeared over here in my tool palette as the foreground color? Now, proceeding into the image. This is when it starts. It's easy, it's simple. You just click and paint right over the surface. You'll notice that the moire is going away. As I paint over this, you'll notice that as I move into the white background area, it does not alter the white area of this image because there are no pixels there, thus nothing can be colorized. I can continue on through and paint this shirt. I am being careful not to go over the pants or the areas of the face or neck as I brush this through. I continue on through and paint over all of the problem areas. This technique also has an added benefit in that I can tint the shirt a little bit more blue, or I can move the color of the shirt to any other color I'd like, simply and easily with a brush set to the color mode. Okay, you've now seen the first technique. However, there are some moire patterns still appearing here in the shirt. Let's now take a look at the complex technique and see if we can solve some of this moire problem that still persists in the image. I'm going to undo my painting and go back here to the original image. Now let's get started. In this next technique, we need to make a selection. I'm going to load this selection from an alpha channel that I created earlier. I can simply and easily go to my Channels palette, move my cursor over the alpha channel that I created earlier, hold down my Command key on the Macintosh or Control key on the PC, click on that, and it loads this alpha channel. The next thing I'd like to do is to duplicate this image into two different views of the same image. I'll do this. Follow along as I do it, and then you'll understand. But I'm warning you. I did tell you this was the more complex way of doing this. I'm going to go up to Window, Arrange, New Window for moire go away.psd. So it's going to create a second view of the same image. Do you see that? They both have the selection on. Two active views of the same image. Okay, now from the window menu again, we're going to arrange and we're going to tile these so that they sit like this. Then with my larger view here, the 50% view selected, then I'm going to go back up to Window, Arrange, and this time I'm going to match the zoom and location between the two open files, just like that. Now, just so you know, here's a nice tip and technique. If you have the Move tool selected, and you select the Shift key from the keyboard, and you click and move one image, it will move the other image at the same time. I just thought you should know that. It's an easy way to compare two images side by side. In this case, the images are identical. Now let's move forward. I'm going to leave the bottom of these two images in color. And I'm now going to adjust the top image with its channels. Now watch this. I'm going to target the red channel for this image. It's displaying the red channel here in the top image, but also displaying the full color image down below. Now let's select the green. Why, that's interesting. Did you notice that? The red image has an enormous amount of moire pattern. The green has very little, and the blue has an enormous amount again. So you're saying to yourself, how can I get this pattern of the green into the red channel and the blue channel to improve the quality of my image? Well, this is how it's done. I'm going to target the green channel. Then I'm going to go to the Edit menu and copy it. Now I'm going to target the red channel. Notice my selection is still on. Targeting the red channel. Then we're going to go to Edit and Paste. Before I select Paste, cast your eyes down to the color version of this image and watch what happens. Poof. The moire is starting to disappear because we're removing that patterning found in the red channel. Let's go one step further. Select the blue channel. Edit. Paste. Something strange happened. We've lost all of our color in our lower image. Don't worry. The reason we've done that is that we've made the red, green, and blue channels identical. And we know that if the red, green, and blue values are equal, then you are delivered a grayscale neutral pixel. Okay, now you know. So we're going to adjust the blue channel. Targeting the blue channel only. I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, Levels. Now, we're targeting the blue channel only, right? If we make adjustments to this, the results should then only affect the blue channel. Let's see what happens. If I move the midpoint, I can start to bring back the blue quality of the shirt as you see down below. I want to eliminate some of the blue in the shadows, so I'm moving the shadow point over to the right. I'm going to move the highlight pointer here over to the left a little bit, just like that. Great. So we have altered the contrast for the blue channel, which was really the green channel pasted into position. I'm going to click OK, and our results appear below. Let's select this version. I'm going to move over here, double click on my hand tool to bring this up to a full view in the screen, and let's deselect that selection and look at our results. So there you have it. This technique is a little bit better than the paintbrush, but it is a bit more complex. You do not need to separate the images and duplicate them into two different views as I've done here to proceed with this technique. However, it did clarify how the process was achieved. Give these two techniques a try the next time you need to make moire go away.